system of an amoeba, so it's
All
you
right, and
know.
we're recording.
Yeah. Hey,
Yay!
we're actually. Are we recording or are we streaming?
Yeah, we're streaming.
Oh, okay.
I got
You're
the got the got the
streaming.
got the thingy thing up with the doobly doo, and now I'm maybe going to turn my audio mixing down just so I don't peak.
The moment is gone. I was trying to look for the air hone soundboard.
And oh hey, now that I'm full screen, I can actually show off the map. Look at it. Look at
Yeah.
this glorious map of Gasharp City.
I don't know. Do we
Yay!
want to tell people welcome to episode 2, or do we just want to forget that it even exists and just act
I
like
mean,
nothing's going
yes,
on?
hello, welcome to Pokemon Resurrection Episode 2, all of our 4 viewers, maybe.
Oh no.
There. There, we did it.
Yay!
Yeah, I don't know how professional we
You are
want to
part
be
of
with
the
this. So I'm
game.
like, do we want to say hello to people, or do we just
We
want
are
to
just
say hello?
having fun. You think we're being professional in the slightest?
I don't know.
Exactly. See, Jen gets it. But yes,
There's
Re-
always an attempt.
Gloriosa map. Anyway, so
It is
this
very
took
nice.
this took a while to create, but I'm very proud of it. Is what I am. Anyway, uh, so to start off, when last we left our trainers, while I get you all fit, what you call here put down on the map.
Lovely,
Jim,
lovely.
do you want to, Jim?
I am currently devoting my attention to cough cough drawing a certain person. So if you could please take this time.
Does Steph want to do the recap?
Yeah,
No,
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 Steph.
Steph was just thinking. I barely remember what we did. This was so long ago. I remember vaguely being on a bus, and I met some folk there,
You sure did.
and then we made it to the town.
Mm-hmm.
Um, don't remember the town's name.
Sharp City.
See, you didn't mention that.
I did.
I'm kidding.
You
It's
did.
like 17 times. We all went to Sharp City, and then we formed a team. And
What's your team name?
oh gosh, I was so afraid you're gonna ask me that. Oh jeez. Oh gosh. I
Requiem.
too because Jim like came up with a great name, and it's gone. I'm not. Can I phone a friend? Because I don't remember our team name.
Requiem.
Yes, Team Cough.
Yes, team. Yes, team coughing and the toxics, as I recall.
Okay. It's your phone and a friend. It's Requiem.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's such a good name. How did I forget that?
Ah,
God, I tried.
Team
I really
Requiem
tried.
gathered together. You know, the trainers, the myths, the legends were all together. We're going to take on, maybe get a couple of gym badges. Maybe we get attacked by some things. Maybe, this land wants to eat us. Who knows? That's half the fun.
Maybe we get it. Maybe you encounter a pack of fierce and hungry Beedrill.
What?
Look, it's been known to happen even in Kanto. Even in Pokemon.
I was hoping you were gonna say Bidoof.
Packs of wild Bidoof are also a distinct possibility.
I'm assuming Scythers, Pincers.
I mean, that's why they have bee searchers.
I was gonna
Paris.
Yeah, Paris.
Various sewer Pokemon.
Look, thankfully speaking, you are far, far away from where the Paris are currently.
What?
Yeah, we know where
Don't
the Paris
worry
are.
about it.
Stay away
No,
from
we
the Paris.
don't. We don't know where they are.
Legends of Arceus.
We
Right,
totally don't
Chid?
know
I'm very
anything.
afraid of the Parises, actually.
Yeah, that's why it's a good thing you're nowhere near them yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
You never
honestly
know. You
depends
could befriend the Parises.
That honestly depends a lot on where it is you guys decide to go.
Away from the Parises would be great.
You could
In
have
any
the
case.
healing power of mushroom.
You get to be Ethan Winters.
Yeah, so after we formed the team, did we do anything else besides that? Did we like decide we were gonna go battle anybody, or was it kind of
See, that was
Yeah.
kind of up in the air. You are all in the Gasharp City main building. First of all, in recognition of you volunteering to do the recap, you get 2 beans. Congratulations.
yes, dude.
Two
Always
two
funny.
two inspotation for you.
I'm very excited. to eat them.
Inspitation.
Are they
Ins
magical, or
potatoes.
will they grow into a beanstalk?
They're inspiration. You can use them to reroll.
These beans, I wanna close my eyes. Okay, yay.
Yeah, so you can use them to reroll d20 by spending 1.
And with my luck, you'll know I need.
You can spend 2 to get a fate card,
No.
or you can spend 3 to get an action dice.
Okay, perhaps. Yay to the first one, no to the second, maybe to the third.
What's wrong with
You
fate
know
cards?
exactly.
The fake
what's wrong with
cards are the best.
They're so cool.
They're gambling. What's wrong with gambling?
You know my luck.
Look, okay,
Dude.
there's only so many times you can get the tower card before it stops doing stuff.
Dude, 90% of gamblers quit early. You gotta do it.
I mean, all of you have fake cards, and nothing's stopping any of you. Anyway,
I'm waiting for the right time.
I didn't remember what fake card I got, to be honest with you.
you haven't pulled it yet.
Oh, yay!
They literally they're just a free resource for you to just be like, hey, I want to throw a bean out there. But in any case, yes, enough. We've had a good 13 minutes of preamble, which means we can now swear and say words like piss and shit and farkle.
I have
Frick.
to say Farkle.
I know we all have. But yes. So, Team Requiem. What is it you would like to do? You are currently in the Gasharp City League office's main building. This little blue boy over here that I've placed your character tokens on, that you are going to need to place your own character tokens on because otherwise you can't control them.
Lovely. Let me do that real quickly and
Open up the.
And
close 15 times the charm and open the. Okay,
yeah, right.
yes.
And,
where are we supposed to place this again?
Up here in the corner.
The corner.
Yep.
Which corner?
Top left.
Right.
Top left.
No, top right. Sorry.
Ah.
I don't know my directions.
It's okay. I'm also dyslexic.
There's 2 of us, so there's doubles.
Now to Draculate Doppeljet. And now to eviscerate Doppel Zenith. And Stephanie is on her DS right now instead of on her computer. So I guess I'll just move her token for her.
Okay, you knew what this was.
Yes, we could play Super Smash Bros.
I have been trying really hard to farm these blue shards, okay?
She's playing through white. She's playing through white 2 again.
Makes sense.
It's a great game.
Yeah,
it is.
Great.
That being said, you still participate.
I'm participating. I recap.
Yes. Now, where is it that you all would like to go? I will mention there are some places on the map that you can certainly ask about. There is a a town map here in the hall that does list out some important buildings of import. In addition, there is a large, wide open area off to the side that has more than a few Pokemon trainers engaged in various amounts of, or people looking / bullying others into joining their teams.
Lovely.
I also remember in the town that I came from, we've got, I think, a fishy place, and we've got the professor that we need to go to.
Right, cool. So we're a team now. What are we doing?
guys like to do? You want to check out the town, or do you want to get some practice battling together?
Dude, a battle sounds cool and all, but I kind of just have Jenny right now, and like, I kind of want to like bring up the roster. Like, if I find some more team members, like, that way you can be strong and all.
Yeah, I'd be down to go check out some routes and see what we find.
Check us. We could I think back at the other city there was the professor that we could talk to about maybe getting something like a Pokedex.
Oh, yeah?
Professor Cherry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was cool. I saw her in a couple of whatchamacallit, the times you go in a bus out of the school, and like, I wasn't paying it too much attention. I was thinking about music.
You
I
know,
was
I
gonna,
would not be surprised.
I was gonna say, Jet, you being a native to Hano, you could like just know this off the top of your head, but considering that little statement here, would you mind terribly giving me an intelligence?
He dropped out of high school for a reason. This makes sense. Let's see.
I'm also I also have
Intelligence, one of my lowest stats.
Yes, I mean, I want you to understand this is knowledge you could have for free being a native to this region. I wanted him to roll because he specifically is playing a dum dum.
But
16.
But yes, with
I believe the official turn is special, not that one.
this is a dictatorship, not a democracy.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means the only authority here is me.
Of course.
In any case, yes, with a 16 and then what you call Lorelai? Airy. Sorry. Airy. You would both know that the Pokemon professor's main office is here in Gashart City. Specifically, it is. I'm gonna zoom out and then have to scroll all the way the fuckle over.
You did it to yourself, bro.
Is that a new version of Shuckle?
Yes, you do not fuckle with the Shuckle.
Oh my gosh.
Don't fuckle with the goopy.
You don't. You truly don't. If I will direct everyone to literally the opposite side of the town.
Are you kidding me?
to yonder glowing blue building over here.
Oh my, what happened to the map? Okay, there it is. I see.
Well, that's a bit stretch to the legs, isn't it?
Yes. You will know that I mean, because it says so on the town map that's here in the building you guys are all in. That yeah, her lab is here in the city, and it is certainly a place you could go to if you are so inclined. As the Friday game has shown, it is in fact a place that is completely skippable.
Look.
with relatively little consequence.
Who needs a Pokedex anyway?
I will mention all
It's
of you.
a very fancy Pokedex.
All three of you do have Pokedexes. They're just standard models right now.
Okay. By standard, do you mean like Kanto model?
They're national dexes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these ones are special dexes for
We
reasons.
can have the cool Pokemon in them that we should probably
Okay, so
have.
we go to the professor and get an upgrade for our Pokedex.
Yes. That I mean, I believe she mentioned to Zenith, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, and it would be a shame if someone went there alone and then just didn't tell anyone else.
It sure, that sure would suck if somebody were that much of a world-class idiot. Especially after being directly told to do exactly not that thing.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
And then proceeds to never use the thing the entire time that we're actually going around the place.
Yes, but enough about it. But enough about a reality that isn't this one.
Well, I'd also like to explore the idea
Stupid
of going into
reality.
random people's homes and asking them for TVs and TN things.
See that? You see, the funny thing about that is that most places have locks on their doors.
Not true. In the games,
So
like
you
right
can't
across
just
from my
walk
dad's
into.
gym was a guy who taught me how to surf.
In any case,
What about if I walk to Old Witch's hut, she gives me a spell tag?
I mean, a distinct possibility. But where is it
Breaking
that
in.
people would like to be going?
I think in all seriousness,
I-
we are playing with a professor shit.
Okay.
Most likely before anything else happens, Jed's gonna look at the other two and says, you guys can go and do that. I gotta go find the magician girl and tell her the bad news. So since her team is nice and full up, so I'll meet you there. I think I know where the place you're going. It's west,
Well,
right?
Why don't we just
Or is
wait
it
for you
east?
outside real quick?
Huh?
We can just wait for you outside. I kind of want to take a look at some stuff out yonder anyway. So let's meet you outside and we'll go over together.
You know what? Good idea, because I'm absolutely horrible with directions.
No worries.
You know,
man,
I
got
didn't
you.
think I wanted to trust you walking on your own anyways. You might end up walking off a cliff.
Actually, that did happen once. That was okay.
He had a
Anyway,
had a hell of a time getting back over it though. Had to go through an entire route. It's like we really need to implement more ledge safety laws here.
he's the reason they have ledges.
He's the reason you can't jump ledges anymore.
They're like, some
look,
idiot fell off.
all I'm saying is once the Kanto Accords happened and people got a good look at Cerulean City, there were swift and decisive changes made.
God. Okay. That's awful. All right.
But for real though, Cerulean City is a death trap.
It is.
Yeah,
God,
One
it
it-
episode
is.
in
it so
Cerulean City
is.
where Team Rocket crashes the big mermaid debut show that Misty's sisters are forcing her into. It's just for nice to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great episode.
It was a good episode. Anyway, all right. So,
Yes.
Jet, am I to
Mhm.
understand you are going to attempt to find your magician friend?
Yep, and tell her the bad news.
All right. It is negative difficult trying to find her. And the second you start looking for a magician in very garish red and black clothing, you find her near immediately. She appears to be in front of a lady with pink hair and blue clothing, and appears to be talking her ear off about something or other.
Yeah. Gotcha. I suppose I was just gonna walk her just like, hey, found you finally.
She
But it
looks
wasn't that hard to find you, never mind.
She fucking I'm forgetting the name of my own NPC. This is
So embarrassing for you.
it is.
Magic lady.
What kind of failure of a GM am I?
Esmeralda?
Yes, Esmeralda, I remembered.
Did you?
Yes, Esmeralda looks over to you and she says, Jet, so sorry, buddy. Super bummer. I just recruited my last party member over here. She's
Not super bummer.
what'd you say your name was? It's Freya, and I hadn't agreed. Yeah, Freya here's gonna be the last person to join my team. I'm so sorry. I know we said on the bus that we'd party up together. Hey, who's your friends?
Oh yeah, I was about to tell you. So we're on the registry line. Someone managed to weasel their way into the team. So I just found out they have a limit of 3. So I was just about to come tell you that it's didn't work out, which was sad. I really wanted to have you on the team.
She just kind of nods. It's just like, man, just wait a minute. So that means So that means if you're on a team and I'm on a team, that's not the team you're on, and you're not on a team that's not the team that I'm on. then that
Dude.
means only one thing. You and I, Jet, are rivals.
The gears are really turning
Dude.
on that one.
I was
She-
just about to suggest the same thing.
She points at you dramatically. There's fire in her eyes and in the background behind her, with Freya also in front of her, in front of the fire. She's looking around. It's like, what the hell? It's like, Jet. What'd you say your last name was?
Aluka, as he
Jet
also
Alpha,
points at her.
I challenge you to a Pokemon battle.
Not Jet
You know
Alpha,
what?
no,
You're on, dude. God.
Who's playing that?
You know, I really shot myself in the foot with this because she has a ground psychic. Meanwhile, I have an electric and poison. So, you know.
She has a Baltoy, which is the
Yes,
funniest
no.
thing.
I know. I'm shooting myself in the foot here, but Alga doesn't know. You think he studied type advantages?
In any case, this is also a good a time as any to show off the standard battle map as soon as I actually put it in here.
Maybe we should have put those two on a team. They seem like they would have gotten along perfectly.
Sometimes fate conspires against you, honestly.
Man, I
Oh
couldn't see this
no,
twist
it's
a
not like
mile
we
away.
had 3 player characters. Oh no.
Oh no.
no.
Oh yeah.
What a shame.
It just happened. The limit was 3.
It just so
Oh my God.
happens.
Oh
No
my God.
possible reason. Anyway, everyone, look at the void. Isn't the void nice?
That's
yes,
their job,
white
my
void.
boy. He's here. He's here.
and watch as miraculously the void is filled by an image that will be uploading here shortly.
When the
best part
universe
about
needs
live
time to
stuff
download.
is you get to hear us like
Look,
Ah,
around.
tiny stadium.
tiny
Tiny
stadium.
stadium.
Now watch as it becomes big stadium.
What kind of witchcraft?
Oh my God.
Look at all those plants.
Look at them. Look at the plants.
Oh my gosh.
And
I'm
then
going-
stretch it out a little bit. Yes, I know the lines are tilted. Don't you dare at me.
I'm
going ham.
Not because I wish to not get the wrath of the dungeon master.
In any case, Jet, if you would be so
Hmm.
kind as to place yourself on this side of the map.
Right. I imagine it's just him eagerly running to the court, just like stumbling and falling as he's just like he's so excited. He's like, this is my first battle ever. This is awesome. I hope this goes well for me.
Legitimately, Esmeralda does the exact same thing. She points that out to you, looks over to see where a field is, and then she just rushes over to the other side.
The big question is Zenith and
I can't remember Steph's character's name at the moment.
Airy.
Ari seeing this happen.
Yes, 100%
I-
are seeing this happen.
Yeah.
Zenith is definitely going to watch now, just like bringing their bitey to dial with them.
You bring
Yeah, Airy was gonna go out and explore a little bit, but this seems way more interesting.
Yeah, let's see how your precious leader does in their first battle.
I
Good luck,
Let's watch
Jet.
if our leader gets his butt kicked.
I love that given the choice between having a leader and not only did you choose to have one, you also made it Jet of all people.
It's because the others two didn't want that. We're just like, no, we'll just make it. He wants to be a band leader, so we'll just give him he wants it.
Let's let him have it.
It is just let's just let him have it.
It's a win.
Let's let him have this one thing.
This is gonna come to bite you in the future.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
Listen, if Loopy can be captain of a ship, I feel like Jet can lead this.
Oh my God.
It will be fine. Also, I believe I mentioned in the chat, but we've finally caught up on One Piece, at least as far as as the dub episodes go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get all the way caught up.
Yeah,
I at least
no
got to
easy
Egghead.
task.
No, but we are better. We are the better for it now.
Yep. November to April. It only took us 6 months. 5 months.
Thereabouts.
Several weeks.
So, a percentage of a year.
But you know what? The One Piece was the friends we made along the way.
It truly was the friends we made along the way. Anyway, I don't know if
Mm.
I've shown this off yet, but whether or not I have or not, wabam! Everyone look at this art done by our player Jamantis here. Look at it. Look at her.
Yay.
Look at how
It's just
good
me.
good at Steph. You seeing this?
Yes. See?
It's so good. Look at this art.
Dude, it's really good.
It is art, isn't it?
Everyone point at this
His
art
hair.
and everyone point at this art and say how good it is.
He already has to battle about
It is good.
I will you know for a fact I will do no such thing. Anyway, now to make her small girl once again.
That's just normal.
Yeah. And then in addition, oh wham, we have she's like, all right, it's time for a fight. Oh fucking what did I say her Baltoy's name was?
I thought that.
Did we-
that's the-
I don't know if we got
I
its
mean-
name.
We have video footage. I can go
do.
check.
We do. However, I also have her profile on my phone. And I'm going to cross my fingers that I wrote down the name.
Never mind then.
Let's see here. Oh wait, knowing me, I probably there. Did I really? I wrote down that its name is Shuka, and I don't
Shuka.
remember if that is the name I actually gave it.
Let's say go.
I mean, if it's on there.
Yeah, I honestly I made just double check the thingy thing.
If I'm honest, I don't even think you said a name last time.
Yeah, I
maybe
don't think we
didn't.
ever got a name. I think we just got a ball toy and that was it. I don't even know
Well,
if we
it's
got
like,
shown
ball
that
toy.
it was a ball toy.
Well, and then
Yeah, well, no, we got shown the ball toy.
yeah, you did get
I
shown the
didn't
ball
get shown.
toy. Did I maybe name it
Mhm.
Top?
Maybe.
Something silly.
I kind of remember it being called some kind of circusy something. You know what? Yeah, actually, I kind of like the idea of Top because it sounds like it's like Big Top.
Mhm.
Yeah.
New nickname off of Pokemon every other week.
Honestly, that would be completely in character for her, and I'm not even sad about that. All right, well, for right now, she's like, "All right, come on out, Top," and she sends out her Baltoy. Ooh, look at it.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I've never seen one before. That's amazing.
Right?
Yeah. All right. I suppose that with the same amount of eagerness, Jet just throws out Jetty and says, "All right, first battle. Come on. We know we can win this."
Yeah, sends out Topsel. All right, so
Against the ground psychic.
right,
What could go wrong?
what possibly
This-
ever could ever go wrong ever?
This
So,
is. Oh.
For the first time in this game, go ahead
Yeah.
and roll initiative.
Oh my goodness. That's
Uh,
insane.
Unfortunately, I do not know how to run music off of Roll20. But I do have a battle track for it. But I do have a battle track for us.
Boo, boo, boo,
Gotta
boo.
go to my own game to check this out. No, not you, Chaos. Get out of the way. Yes, there we go, jukebox. Yes.
All right, it's time for the rival battle theme. I'm gonna be playing it off of my phone, so it might come in on the recording, it might not. Who knows? That's part of the fun.
Oh, I found out how. In the jukebox, you see how it says manage audio?
The jukebox manage audio.
Yeah, if you go inside and you press tracks, then you just have to, drop your media files into there.
Can it do that off of YouTube?
No, but I have a thingy that transforms YouTube videos into
Maybe don't say
MP3s.
that
So,
on recording. And
Well,
we can
That's all alleged, Tim.
yes, and we could if such a process did exist, I could perhaps do things with it later.
No one should ever do it. We are on record.
Yes, allegedly in Minecraft.
Allegedly, maybe we have this process. Maybe.
In
I
the
didn't know.
meantime, I have a link to a song from Glitch Tech City. They're very good Pokemon remix artists on YouTube. Go watch and follow them. Their songs are real good.
hmm
But yeah, here in the text to voice, I'll go ahead and send it to you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the Iris Battle Theme remix. That is the rival theme in the Pokemon Reborn fan game. It's really good.
Oh. First, I have to go through an ad. Ah, there we go.
I will say nothing.
Here, I'll put this over here so you can hear it too.
Thank you.
But yes, Esmeralda, as far as I remember about her stats, rolled an 11, so you will be going first.
Oh, nice. Let's see. Okay. So, it's pretty darn far now, isn't it? Man.
Yeah, and all honesty, I may actually resize this map a little bit.
It is pretty big.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. That is way too bloody far.
Do you want to change that quickly or just keep as is?
Yep. It's not difficult to change it at all. I'm just gonna. All right, let's make it 30 by 20.
Just because we don't want our first 4 rounds of combat to be moving.
We don't want the first 4 rounds of combat to just be moving into place.
It's just like, let me get into position.
Fine for boss battles, not for what it should nominally just be a technical fight.
I didn't know this was a boss battle. Oh no.
I mean,
2 boss battles in 1 week?
I mean, she is a rivals. Those are maybe they're not bosses, but they're boss adjacent at least.
It's the antagonist, sort of.
He says we're not the antagonists.
I mean, you're the antagonist in somebody's story.
Good to know.
Oh no, where did I? Where a Baltoy? Where a Baltoy and Esmeralda?
It has disappeared. It has perished from this existence.
But you know what? It's fine. I'll just wabam and wabam.
Wow, this is like perfectly sized too. It's like smack in the middle of the circle. This is really cool.
All right. 80 feet between you guys. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I should also measure that in case I did not use 30.
Yeah.
I was not.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was 1 backwards.
Yep.
There we go. Yes,
right.
now I move. So 25 feet is a Toxless movement. So here we go. That is as far as I can go. What is the range on this? Nothing. Okay, 55. I can't do anything. Unless, I can use fake tears. That's what I'll use.
Oh boy, what does fake tears do?
You fake a creature out with superficial tears, lowering their defenses. When activating this move, a target must make a wisdom saving throw against the move DC. On failure, all rolls on the target are given a +5 bonus until the end of the turn.
Oh wow, a wisdom saving throw on a psychic type. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
What's the DC?
11.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 19. It rolled really, really good.
Do I pass?
Yes, it passes.
Nice. Cool. Yay. End of my turn.
I'm sorry.
This is the man who we made the
Why
leader.
are you apologizing? I knew this would go horribly.
Anyway, so seeing as how you so graciously moved up, she's gonna be like, "All right, Top, you know what to do. Hit with your signature attack. Use confusion.
Oh no.
Just hit me.
It's level 1. It doesn't have to." Okay, all right. Doesn't 11 hit you?
Let me check that out. No, actually, surprisingly.
Wow.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So
It missed.
So Esmeralda directs Top to move forward 1 space, which let me check its movement. Oh, it has 25 feet of flying. Okay.
Oh no.
We're not. Don't worry. She's not going to be doing kite strats. This is the first fight.
All my worry has been chucked out the window. I know how this is ending.
in any case, but yes, Top sends out a wave of brain hurty damage out towards Toxel. However, I imagine Toxel is just with the fake tears is just crying and bawling its eyes that it can't catch purchase onto its brain, its feeble baby brain.
she's too
diaper
into her
baby
performance. Oh my god.
In any case, as a bonus action, Top is going to use Harden because it knows that it's level 1.
I know this is gonna be a hardened battle.
Because it knows that it's level 1.
Lovely.
Okay, it got 2. It takes 2 off of its next damage.
Hey, damage is damage.
It is. In any case, Toxel, it is now your turn.
Lovely. We're gonna move up another 25. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, cool. Are we in range yet? Are we? No, we're not. We're freaking not. I suppose struggle is not a bad option here.
Yes.
let's do that real quick. So does an 18 hit?
An 18 100% hits. Are you kidding me?
Yes. Okay. Cool. 2d1. So that's 2 damage. There goes the harden.
I was gonna say there's 2 damage reduced by 2 to 0.
God, this is abysmal. Oh God.
Jamie fighting.
Welcome to Pokemon Resurrection. This is our fight.
Flailing uselessly at each other.
I love the fact that me and everyone else was like, "Oh, this is gonna end so quickly," and it's just not happening. It's just really not happening.
I love the idea that Aerie and Zenith are just on the sidelines over here. By the way, you guys can put your tokens on the field just behind the red lines if you feel like
Aerie's
it.
gonna be there taking notes.
Just like, okay, he's a moron. Got it.
It's like, okay, so this is the guy we chose as a leader. I'm starting to regret this decision.
Because I was studying at the the Poke med center.
Yep.
Would I understand like types and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, so I already know what a horrible matchup.
I want you to understand types are types are commonplace knowledge. That's something that basically every trainer learns in school.
Okay.
Jed is just playing stupid.
Okay. So yeah, no, I'm sitting there like that's pretty impressive that Toxel was able to avoid the confusion by crying and rolling over.
Do you want to be next to Zenith?
Yes.
Okay, I will put you next to Zenith.
We could be buddies.
When Toxels are scared, they run really well.
There you go. You can be sitting on one of the plants.
Thank you.
Just on top of a tree.
I unironically, I not to toot my own horn, I do love this map that I made. It's so fun.
So nice.
It is so good. I love this.
In any case, it is now Esmeralda's turn, and she's just like, "All right, we didn't do it the first time, but let's try it again. You go for confusion." Eh. Oh
Go
wow.
ahead.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 9 to hit you.
That still doesn't hit.
No, I know it doesn't.
I just
I
had to
wonder how many times
clarify.
we're gonna do this.
This is rancid. I
This
can't
is
even.
This is amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, we're gonna
This is
we're gonna bonus action use Harden again.
the first combat of the entire game. Need I remind you?
Yes, absolutely. She got another 2 for Harden.
Oh yay! I can knock that off with a thingy again. Anyway, okay. Frick. What do we got to do? Let's move in a little bit. So let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're now in melee range over here. Wonderful.
Oh wow! I'm
Very
honestly
good.
surprised you made it there.
Yeah, right? Isn't that awesome?
I'm
Let's
also kind of
see.
surprised you didn't dash
You
or
moved
something.
so fast.
That is
Well,
Ah,
how is that
that is
still the
one
first
quick
4
baby.
rounds? Yeah, it still took 3 rounds to get over there.
It did.
It's just shoosh. Shoosh. It's okay.
No,
Yeah,
never.
right.
Okay.
In all honesty, I
So
think it's this one.
Supposed to be playing a spiteful character. I should be spiteful.
no.
I
Anyway,
mean, not for
let's
no reason, though. In any case, you have entered bucketing range. What would you like to do?
I like to use flail. So
Oh,
let's see how that
boy.
one goes. Yeah, no. You see where this is going, right?
I do, yes.
Does a 12 hit?
I am loath to tell you that a 12 does not hit.
Ah. Crap. Okay. Well,
I
that's
love that
all I
this
can
is
do.
I love that this is happening. I love that we are having a metapod fight right now.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you're enjoying this.
This reminds me of the Ditto fight so much. Of me and the Ditto going back and forth. Miss, 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 miss.
It was. It's just like I try to attack him and I miss, and then he tries to attack me and I miss, and then I go after it but I miss. I end up at my house. I open the fridge but I miss. I try to grab myself, try to grab myself, try to grab my orange juice but I miss. Oh my god, this is horrid.
This
This
is
hurts.
beautiful.
This is amazing. Anyway, so
Yeah.
I think you know what's gonna happen next. She's gonna try and use confusion again. Eventually,
Yeah.
Did she try anything else, or there's only 2 moves it knows?
it's level 1. These are the only 2 moves it has.
Yeah.
It is in fact Babu. Hey.
It is
First one has 2
Babu.
moves as a mimic.
Oh wow. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
Oh, this is fantastic. I love this.
No. Make it stop.
Every
I'm
time I
sorry.
hear a no, I grin a little bit more.
The wheel of Samsara continues to turn.
Is my pain funny to you? God.
Yes.
You weren't supposed to answer that.
The good news is she'll run out of PP eventually.
I was low key thinking that. I'm like,
Oh my
this is gonna be a
God.
struggle.
It would be fantastic. I want you to understand, Zenith and Eerie. You've been watching this fight go on for 18 seconds, and neither of them have landed a hit.
Right.
Moves have been used. Attacks have been made. They've just all either gone wide or have connected with no effect.
I swear it's just sitting there like, I swear my Totodile has better accuracy than this.
Your Totodile is being fussy in your arms as it sees that there are things to bite over there, and it wants to go and munch.
A bite would be
No
so
munch right now.
effective in this.
In these trying times. Anyway, So that'll be the end of her turn. Go ahead there, Jet.
Oh, is it really my turn? Oh my
It
gosh.
Once
We're using
again.
flail. Yay.
I swear to God, if you somehow win this, not with the whole.
So end of my turn.
Yep.
I don't think any of us are winning this.
There is no winning. Only lose. There is only
Lose a little
There's
bit.
only losers.
There's only
Got it.
pain. Anyway, confusion once again. Eventually, I'll roll above a 10. Oh, there we go.
Uh-huh.
There's a number. There's a slutty 20 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Yeah, there we go. Oh boy, here we go. 1d8 damage coming your way, boyo.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I don't understand why it has a +2 to strength and no moves that use strength at level 1. What is this Pokemon? Why are you the way you are, Baltoy?
It's an enigma.
Why not?
You put some respect on that Bellboy's name. Ground Psychic
That-
was groundbreaking.
for the time. Anyway.
See what I did
Oh
there?
my
Yes,
god.
yes, I see. Anyway, confusion hits for 2 points of psychic damage, doubled 4.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. Ah. The horror. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
hearing those numbers and I'm realizing how weak we are and how dangerous those numbers actually are versus
say,
the
4
numbers that
points of
I'm
damage-
used to.
4 points of damage actually is a significant portion of Baltoy's own health.
Yeah, 4 is
I-
a pretty big chunk out of
I
level
he-
12 or 16.
I hear you, Shay. It's a relief to get something under a 20 in damage. It's
I know,
like, man.
it feels so nice.
Isn't it nice comparing where you guys are at in the Friday game to here?
Yeah, this feels so. It feels like not as high of stakes.
Like legitimately in the other game where you have a potato child just casually throwing out 40 damage for no reason.
See,
Ugh.
also if Jet loses this, the worst that happens is his ego gets bruised, not the
And-
world gets destroyed.
I mean, the
Yeah,
worst that happens
that's what'll
here
happen.
is he loses and he owes Esmeralda like a crisp 50 pokey.
Yes, you know your reward for this is a crisp high five. That's what
Yeah.
you get.
Anyway, Esmeralda's like, yeah, we did it, we hit, woo, go top, go. Anyway, that is the end of her turn.
All right, I see now. Now things are getting spicy here. All right, Jenny, use flail again.
I want you to hit. I really do.
Please. Does a 15 hit?
Hey, a 15 hits!
Oh my gosh, a number.
Hit!
D6 go.
She did.
Ah!
Hey, 6 damage.
Oh my goodness.
Does flail have any additional effects I should know about?
Only if I'm under 50% or 10%, which I am not currently.
Gotcha. All right, 6 whole damage to top.
Uh-huh.
All right, she's just like, oh no, top, quick, use harden. As a bonus action, she'll do that.
yeah.
Oh boy! Oh wow! Okay, 4.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's like, all right, now follow it up. Cause now that you're nice and defended, follow it up with confusion.
Please hit.
You're all
Please.
here.
I'm
That's a-
rooting for her this time.
That's a 12 to hit.
Nope.
Oh, come on.
The cycle of failure continues.
We
You
had
got a
one
little taste
round
of
where-
freedom.
This was quick battle. It's for you to do in the city.
Big Sales Boys have trouble
You know,
Don't, Tim,
I'm-
I don't think I've ever heard you that exasperated before. What the?
if a million monkeys type in typewriters, eventually one will make a novel.
Eventually.
Eventually.
Unfortunately, the novel it makes is probably just going to be smut.
which would also translate
Oh,
to
goodness.
bestseller.
Okay, bonus and action have been taken. I can only assume I can only assume it's my turn once again.
Yep. Honestly, I'm surprised
you know.
Yuri didn't write down potentially due to trainer incompetence.
No,
Here we
no,
go.
she's giving Jet the benefit of the doubt. She is 100% kind of thinking like the Pokemons, like they're babies, you know, they have to work on their aim. Let's just give Jet a little bit
As,
more.
as Jet does this. That's not one to hit.
There's always room for error.
We're giving
you
Jet so much leeway.
I mean, he's having the time of his life. He doesn't know he's doing bad. So, yeah, no, under my turn.
All right, and that's a natural one, which no.
Yeah. I can assume as much.
All right, okay. Esmeralda is going to be like, all right, you survived that. You survived that good, Baltoy. Quick, hit him with confusion.
Get, please.
Okay, all right, there we go. There's a number. It's a 17.
Okay, that hits. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. OMG, hi.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
Also, I am rooting for you.
Okay, all right. That's 5 points of psychic damage, double to 10.
Oh wow. I am at 3 health. Cool.
Oh no.
It's okay. Chomp is
So-
rooting to bite you.
I can only assume that 3 out of 17 is around 10%, right?
You know what? For the purposes of this, I'll allow it. Technically, like mathematically speaking, it would be 2.
11 to 12%.
Yeah, technically speaking, it would be around 2 or 1 would be how it would work, but it's flail. I'm not. You're 1 hit from dying. I don't care.
Yeah, technically.
Yes,
it's maybe
yes.
10%. But...
Yeah. All right, but yeah, she hits you with confusion. That'll end her turn. She only has so many hardens. She doesn't want to use them all. Is the thought.
She planning on challenging other people after this too.
Who knows what goes on in her mind? There's a Pokemon
She
Center in
might-
this. There's a Pokemon Center in this building. It's not like it would take long to just. Get
It's not
healed.
like she's gonna turn around and start yelling that she has a penis.
Hey,
Sorry,
Hey.
Dad walked in.
that.
Okay,
that- hey, that was in a parallel universe that happened.
This is a
That being
10.
said, that being said, that wasn't really funny. Anyway,
You know-
I take it that.
You know
that was
what?
hit.
I will use an inspiration on this because why not?
Oh boy, your first
Yeah.
inspiration.
Yeah, you know, it's like we're I really want to kind of hit this. Never mind. We're
Oh,
good.
Tragic.
End of my turn.
Does anyone want to crowdsource some inspiration for Gem to maybe hit this?
Yes, I want to do
Why?
that.
This is
I'm
like a
rooting for the
stupid
Toxo.
battle. Why would you help me? Don't help me.
All right, Stephanie,
It's
you were
why it's the power of friendship. You have to believe.
all right. So that's 2 inspiration spent.
I just
Okay.
looked over to look if I had any inspiration, and I just realized how I spelled
Oh.
inspiration.
Oh,
My
I told you.
Hey!
okay.
Okay.
So seeing as how this is coming from Erie's inspiration here, this is you are aiding in this battle in some nebulous way to allow this to happen.
Yep.
Why do you
Mhm.
tell me that? How you do that?
Okay. Cheering for the Toxel and Jet. Don't give up. You got this. I know you can do it. Go Toxel. Or what's his name?
Jenny.
Jenny.
Go Jenny.
I imagine that Jenny actually sees this over. She sees this over and also sees that Jet is not sad about the fact that she's losing, so she puts her all into this one move that could possibly be her last.
Right.
I'm curious as to how Nat 20 would work with this, because normally it's a D6, but right now it is 3 times that. Would a max instance of that be an A D6 or 3 D6?
Let's take a look at flail. You make a melee attack roll, doing normal damage on hit. If you're below 50%, double you. Oh, I see. If you're below 50% of your max health, double the damage. If you are 10% or below your maximum health, triple the damage. Okay. So what this would actually do. Oh, the multiplier for this attack occurs before the multiplier for resistance or vulnerability. Oh, okay. So basically, it's just all normal damage then. So basically,
Yeah.
what this would do is you would roll the dice as if it was a normal critical hit. In this case, a a d6 plus a maximum instance of damage, which is 6 in your case because you don't have a move
Mhm.
modifier yet. So,
Yeah.
and then after that, multiply the result by 3.
Ah, I see. Okay.
So
So
it
that's
became
how it
even
works.
more dangerous.
I mean,
Interesting.
you could kill it. You could.
I do not want to do that.
You are at the baby levels.
Oh, goodness. Okay, a d6 plus 6. Let's do this. So that's 9 times 3. That's 27.
All right, 27 damage done to Baltoy. Good news. That's not enough to immediately murk it.
Yeah, I figured.
But let's. Yeah.
God, that's terrifying to think about now. We're at a
insanity.
level where getting murked is easy.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
You're
that's
so
that's
easily
kind of the thing.
killable.
I mean, that's kind of the thing. Getting immediately murked is a little bit difficult to do because you have to get hit negative double your hit point, your maximum hit points. So
Mhm.
so even for a level 1 Baltoy whose max HP is 16, it would have to get hit negative.
Oh.
It would have to get hit negative. What is that? 32 before it gets killed outright.
So it would have to be fucking with something that it should not be.
Yeah, the entire point of that rule is to disincentivize you fucking with things that are way out of your league. Like, say, a Guzzlord or something. Just spitball, just off the top of my head.
Why would you just?
I was gonna
Hey.
say a
Top of
spider
my head.
queen, but okay.
I mean, who could say? Who could ever possibly ever
Nothing
say?
anybody is saying is comforting. What is coming?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You need to worry about.
Absolutely nothing. We know nothing. We've never been here before. What are we talking
You
about?
guys are not good liars.
In any
I
case-
started
That's
playing
the
D&D
point.
today.
In any case, Baltoy. Why don't you tell me how Jenny takes out this Baltoy?
Well, as I said before, like she sees Eri cheering her on as well as the fact that Jet does not look like he's like sad at all. So she puts her all into this attack and just absolutely just instead of just waving her arms around, she actually stands on her hands and just kicks this Baltoy right in the face, and with the most as much strength as she can use, which is not a lot because she's a baby. But basically, just a handstand super kick.
Baltoy has been hurted. What's funny is that the funny thing is the funny thing is she could have hardened last turn, but it wasn't going to matter after a crit.
How?
The power of friendship. I told you.
The power of friendship.
The power of
And-
friendship.
And not complaining about a Pokemon being just inherently better than you. It's just like, oh no, I have a fire electric type against a ground type. What I feel like I've been had. It's just like, I don't know, maybe just play the fight.
I wouldn't have done it if I didn't think I could do something. I was just doing this for the fun of it.
Yeah. In any case, congratulations, you've won.
Jen, did you think you're gonna have to calculate EXP today?
I mean, I don't have to calculate anything. The game does not.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
the thing-
based upon this outcome, did you think that you would have to give EXP?
Yes, I was planning for you guys. I mean, I didn't know where you guys were going. You could have gone to the sewers and fought Grimer for all sections. For all I knew. Yeah.
I don't want to go touch the sewers. I know what's in there.
Don't
We
worry
are
about it.
mysterious.
Why
We don't
would you ever
know anything,
Why would
Shane.
anyone ever worry about what's in the sewers? Anyway, congratulations for your victory against your first rival. You will gain 200 EXP.
Yay! Level up. Awesome.
Yeah,
Lovely.
man, why? Wow, almost as if that was anyway.
Anyway,
But,
Jen will immediately go and pick up Jenny and just like, all right, I knew you could do it.
Ba 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 ba. But yeah,
Way to go, Jenny. Good job, Jet.
Esmeralda is just gonna pick up her ballot. Is gonna pick up Top, and it's just like, it's okay, buddy. You did your best. She's gonna return her Pokemon, and then the trainer Esmeralda has no more Pokemon that are available to fight. Trainer Esmeralda whited out. Yeah,
Oh,
as you see her fade from existence and end up back in Crescendo, her last known Pokemon Center.
Where did she go?
I'm
Oh
kidding.
no.
I'm kidding. I'm
no.
kidding.
You killed her.
Did I do that?
But yes, back to the Sharp City map. Oh boy, look at
Yeah.
it.
Oh my god.
But yes, she will walk.
Girl.
She will walk over to you, Jet, and it's just like, wow, that was a really great fight. I guess that.
I
I guess this.
know.
I guess this means you really are. I guess this means you really are worthy of being my rival. Don't let this win get to your head. I'm gonna train so hard, and then I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna kick your butt.
You know what? I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna keep this non-loss streak for as long as I can. You are on.
Yeah. Anyway, oh right. She hands you 50 Poké Dollars. This is all I had after the bus money.
Dude, no. You can keep your money. Don't worry. I got you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thanks. Anyway, looks over to Freya. Freya, I need to go to the Pokemon Center. And as she grabs onto her shoulder, and this tiny little like mini woman, just grabs this lady who you now notice is easily 2 feet taller than her, and just grabs her by the shoulder and starts dragging her over to the area of the building that has a Pokemon Center at it.
Oh my god. Healing Jenny would be a really good idea just about now. You did great, little girl. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. I knew you had it in you.
I imagine she looks at you just like, finally you notice me.
Aries gonna go over.
What do you mean? I always do.
Aries gonna go over and be like, that was a really great job. Did you want to take Jenny over to the Pokemon Center and get her all healed up real quick before we go?
That would be nice. I mean, I also wanted to be nice and ready for anything.
Yeah.
No, I'm really surprised her dress is intact too. Look at her. She's so nice.
She did such a great job. She definitely needs to get patched up real quick, though. You fought real hard out there. Good job.
Jenny looks at you just like, finally the recognition I deserve.
I love how this is.
I feel like
this
I
is
just
the-
watched two toddlers smack fight each other. I kind of feel bad.
You did. You 100% did watch 2 toddlers smack fight each other. That is 100%.
Someone's gotta be realistic.
Nah, what are you talking about? That was friggin' awesome. It was like one of the ones on TV.
It's like that fight between the Nidorino and the Gengar.
It was nothing like that.
That iconic fight.
Oh my god, this is so cool. Never had a battle before, and it went like this. This is awesome. Oh my god. It's just so exciting. Okay, Pokemon Center. We gotta make her feel good again. All right.
Yeah. All right. You head on over to the little. I want you to understand. This is a large, like I said, a large marble building, a large building with gray marble floors and everything. And there's just a little kiosk off to the side, like you would find in like a Walmart that has a Subway adjunct to it, where it's just like
Yeah.
a small little cordoned off area that just immediately cuts into white tile floor and the familiar red, the familiar light reds, and just ambiance of a normal Pokemon Center as you walk in, and you hear the music change to do 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 do.
Oh my god. How does it
That's
know
when
we're
it gets
here?
Big and like full
Never
of wonder
knew.
and surprise.
Yeah,
She loves it in here.
yeah, it's a nice looking Pokemon Center. You see that what you call the Esmeralda is here with Freya and some other and some other lady who is wearing an awful lot of color and has a parasol on her that seems to be just like that seems to just be standing nearby where Freya is, but she has her arms crossed and she's like she's not interested in it's just like it's not like I like you or anything, Baka.
Oh no,
Okay.
not one of those.
But yeah, they're just kind of standing off to the side while Esmeralda hands her bell toy over to a nurse. Notably, I will mention, not a nurse Joy. You see what looks to be a blue-haired individual that is of ambiguous gender that takes the Pokemon and proceeds to do the nursing thing, which in the system we are running is going to take 30 minutes.
Do, do, do.
Yes. So I
That means
imagine you
30
are going to
minutes of
do much the
dancing
same and
around.
hand your Jenny off
Yes.
to the nice nurse person.
Very much so. Just go to the counter. Just place her Pokemon. Oh God, place her Pokeball down. It's just like, could you heal my Pokemon, please? We just went to an intense battle.
They look over and say, well, yes, of course. The process will take about half an hour, so feel free to rest up or go do anything around here.
Oh, cool. Thanks. All right,
Yes.
I'll be back in 30.
All right. But yes, this is an opportunity for people to discuss amongst themselves. If you'd like to fast forward, we certainly can.
You know, we could talk over what our plans are.
That would be a good idea, yes. But also, do I look like I make plans?
No, and that concerns me greatly.
Well,
No,
you
but
still wanna
dude,
go see
it's cool to be
Professor Cherry?
spontaneous. That's how the best stuff happens.
Erie had said something.
What
You
had
wanna
you
go
said?
still see Professor Cherry?
We have enough
Yeah,
time.
we should go see Professor Cherry. She has I guess, some special Pokedex for us that we can go get.
Oh, I
Do you wanna do that
think I know what
while
you're talking about, maybe.
Do you wanna go now, or do you wanna wait till Jenny's healed up and then go?
I
I
will
would say let's wait
mention.
for Jenny.
I was gonna say I will mention, considering the distance between the building you are currently at and the professor's office, it is going to take you a couple of hours to get to the other side of town.
Oh,
Ah,
I would very much like to wait for Jenny first. She's my best friend.
yeah, no worries. Tim, what's near here that we could do?
What's near here that you could do? Oh wow! Well, to start off with, there is the power plant, which is yonder green building over here.
Hmm.
Power plant, you say?
Power plant, say I.
Oh,
Electric types, say the dungeon master.
you got
Yes.
this.
Yes. Let's see here. There is I'm trying to remember here because I placed down the stamps in correspondence to what things actually were. So like the blank nondescript ones were just kind of placeholder for like, buildings and shops and houses and whatnot. But I'm
Hmm.
trying to
Mhm.
remember what this blue one over here is because I know it's not. Oh wait, I actually hold on. I have my notebook right here.
Ah,
Yeah, there we go. Yes. Also immediately near here is this blue building right here, which is a contest hall.
No.
Ooh,
ooh.
that could be
Yeah.
fun.
And then, I'm not even gonna have you roll this because this is something that you would know. There is in Airy, there is a particular club that is down over yonder that is exclusively members only, kind of kind of soiree, kind of shindig kind of place.
Kind of snazzy, kind of upscale.
Kind
Uh-huh.
of something that you know about.
No, I don't.
S-
But do I
Super
have enough
secret, super
time
secret.
for 30 minutes?
You have enough time to get there.
That's enough time to get there.
You have enough time to walk down the street to get where it is, and by the time you actually get to the building, it'll have been 30 minutes.
What I'm hearing is that it sounds like we're stuck at this Pokemon Center for the next 30 minutes.
Well, I mean, yeah, but again, this is an excuse for you guys to have a character scene. We can move on whenever you guys want.
Before we do that, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Does anything in my backpack seem like it might be moving slightly?
Oh, yes.
Shouldn't she roll for her egg?
I was gonna. You know what? What you're gonna do is you're gonna roll a D100
Okay.
on this little thing here
Okay.
because you do not get to touch my dice.
Okay, fine. I don't want to touch your dice anyway. I saw what they were doing with confusion.
I mean that is true.
I want your stinking dice anyway.
Look, my murder dice know when it's time to murder and time to not. And the time for murder is on Friday, evidently. Backslash R.
Okay.
And
Why did it give 2 R's?
because I tapped the R already.
Okay.
Then space.
Okay.
And then the dice you want to roll.
Okay.
So 1D100.
It's like that.
Yes. And then you hit enter.
Yep.
Hey, 73.
Hey.
Dang.
All right. You know what? With a roll like that, yes, you will in fact feel a slight wiggle from the back of your backpack.
So Aries gonna like take her backpack off and take out a shiny baby egg and be like, "Hey, how you doing in there?"
Both of you will see egg. It is blue with black little accents at the top and bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Oh, that's cute. I wonder what's in there.
Right? I was at the Poke Med Training Center before I started my Pokemon journey, and part of our assignment is to hatch an egg, and this is the one I got.
Oh, it's so cute too.
I know.
That's
I'm
so
starting to move a little
cool.
more in there for her.
You know what it is?
No, I don't yet, but I'm keeping track of it. It's definitely moving now slightly. They said that was going to happen because it wasn't moving at all before.
It occurs to me that this is something we should have actually had you roll at the beginning of last session too.
Uh-huh.
So go ahead and just this was my B. So because normally
You did have me roll. I rolled a 52.
Did you?
Yeah. Did you not record it?
I did not. Okay, well my B. We will add that.
Don't ask me why I remembered that, but I couldn't remember that our team name was Requiem.
You remember the important things is what I'm hearing.
You remember only the important stuff.
All right, there we go. It has been added.
Yay.
Or maybe I put it on a different document.
You might have done that.
Honestly, that's a sound like me. But anyway, continue.
It's freaking awesome. I've never seen an egg myself before. I mean, they brought it to class one time, but we weren't allowed to touch it because, well, no one wanted anyone dropping it or something.
I will mention Eerie, something that you know because of Pokemon Med School, and Zenith. Also, maybe if you wanted to make it like an intelligence roll or a medicine check or something, Pokemon eggs are nigh indestructible. I know it says differently in the game booklet, but in my world, there is effectively no known way of destroying a Pokemon egg that still has a Pokemon in it.
Well, Jet,
What type of check
like
would it be?
Medicine or intelligence.
What?
Okay, one second. I'm trying to figure out which one.
What was it you asked, Jet?
Would you like to hold it?
I don't know, dude. I don't want to drop it, and I can be a little bit clumsy at times.
Well, actually, that's kind of a misconception and a myth that Pokemon eggs are really
Fragile.
fragile. Yes, thank you for the word. I was looking to say vulnerable. Fragile is better.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So even if you dropped it or even, punted it across the floor, it would still be pretty all solid and safe in there. Not don't do that though, but
I mean, the solid and safe, yes. It would also almost certainly piss whatever's in there off.
facts. Like you got an egg.
Tim, what
I mean,
does a 10 get me?
A 10 gets you're like, I think I kind of heard something about that, but then Ari just went ahead and explained it anyway that yes, Pokemon eggs are effectively just not they don't break good.
Ah. It's like I thought I heard someone who used to be where I lived. They would give out, I think it was Raiolus, and said something about the eggs being really tough or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Some eggs are a little bit harder than others, but for the most part, all Pokemon eggs really, really hard to crack.
Like Durant eggs.
Ah, yes, the steel type
Steel
eggs.
types.
Mhm.
the
Oh my
Altura
gosh,
eggs.
baby Skymory eggs, forget about it.
Dun,
Well,
dun,
I mean,
dun, dun.
normally I'd say okay, but as he leans over and he like whispers, Jenny gets really jealous when I hold something else other than her, and I just don't want her finding out.
It is around this time that
Isn't she
the-
technically?
I get it.
It's around this time that the nurse of ambiguous gender comes back and says, "Hello, sir, your Pokemon is ready."
Oh, nice! He will immediately walk over and bring her out and put her on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Huh. Are you feeling better, Jenny?
They look. The Toxel looks at you and it just kind of at you like it's happy and ready to go.
And what is
Atta
the
girl.
Totodile doing?
The Totodile is, I imagine, to being held back with all of the might that Zenith can muster from causing absolute chaos and destruction.
Exactly. I almost want to flavor
Like-
it as Zenith keeps trying to put them back in the Pokeball, and it's just not working. So they've just given up at this point.
Oh, you know what? Actually, if Jenny gives your Totodile a hug, for some reason he'll stop moving.
Isn't that? I feel like Jenny would get bit.
What do you
There's
think?
a lot of ways that could go wrong, actually.
All right, well, thought I'd throw it out there.
That's an electric type. That is not good for my little bitty boy.
Well, are you guys ready to go see the professor then?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I've been ready.
You ready,
I was
Evie?
born ready.
Eva! Your Eevee chirps in agreement.
All right, Harmony, let's go.
Phil decays in agreement.
Still,
is still one of my favorite things I've ever. And anybody who is watching this, please go watch Gateway off of the Team 4-Star channel. It's the Taka. I think it's no, it's not Takahata. It's just look up Gateway. What you call Fallout RPG. Yeah, it should get you where you're going. Is significantly more popular and funny people than me are making better D&D content.
no,
Hey,
no.
we're doing our best.
I mean that's why I only put myself under the bus here.
I was gonna say, Tim, we won with the power of friendship earlier. We couldn't even plan that better.
That is incredibly true. Yes. In any
You could
case,
not. Hmm.
I'm going to assume that the three of you are going to exit the building
Hmm.
and make your way over to the Pokemon Professor. I would like to know, you have a number of different directions you could go in order to get there. Does anyone want to plan out a route? See if there's a pass by anything you would like to pass by, or do you want to just go straight
This
there?
very colorful thing down here seems interesting. If we
This
go
very colorful
straight
thing right here.
south,
That is the thing I would like to
You know,
walk past by if everyone is cool with it.
that very colorful thing right there.
Yep. Okay. What about
Uh-huh.
you, Jet?
It's he's just gonna look at to the side. He's like, I think the professor's house is this way, right?
I imagine you. Yeah.
No, run, buddy.
What?
Jet, no.
Is it not this way?
Wrong way. Wrong way.
Oh, okay,
no.
okay, okay.
That way
Okay.
doesn't. That way doesn't even lead to anything.
That way leads out of this.
What about this way? Is it this
Sure.
way? I'm going
Sure does.
No,
right.
Jet, why did
Huh?
we make him the leader again?
It seemed like a good
This
idea.
man's got worse directions than my dad.
All right.
I
So
don't know where
I'm
I'm
going to
going.
I'm going to take it that the group consensus is to go down Sooth.
Yeah, it was
It
next on the
actually
list.
West, but sure, we can go south.
All right, Sooth it is.
It is. Go look at the colorful
Yay.
thingy.
Alrighty. So if everyone would put yourselves by the colorful thingy here. First of all, I will mention that on the way down this particular road, you will all notice that like I had said earlier, that this particular building right here is a Pokemon contest hall. You see that there are a good many people flocking around the entrance to it as well. It appears that there are a great many trainers and coordinators with Pokemon of various styles and dresses. Just kind of lined up and getting things figured out. But yes,
Looks
you
awesome.
Oh, that's right. I I forgot I had called it that because okay. All right.
What is it called?
You'll find out
Uh,
presently. You're going to find out right now.
Why would you say you're gonna find out presently?
Yes. So yes, you all get down to this large, colorful bit here.
Mm-hmm.
What you see is a very ritzy looking place. It has neon lights that are currently dimmed down a little bit because it being daytime, of course. But it shimmers in it shimmers in multiple just kind of technicolor kind of spectrum. There are blues, pinks, greens, and yes, it's very much it very much has like a dance club kind of vibe to it. Emblazoned in garish script in what looks to be gold colored letters is the name of this establishment called the Sky Sonata Lounge.
Hmm.
This is notable to you.
Yeah. Ari is gonna kind of like grab her hat. She has like a little like sweat bead going on, and she's like, "Do you guys mind if I step inside real quick for a second?"
I mean, sure.
if
My
you
mom
would
always said
excuse-
never to go in that kind of place, though. So I don't know what you got going in there.
Cool. I will be right back.
All right.
Okay.
So the two of you are just gonna let Ari try and go in there on her own.
Yeah. For now, it's like she has to be alone. So like, yeah, Jet is at the very least respectful. So he's like, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Alrighty. So
You know,
Ari,
I will trust my new teammate.
right?
You really shouldn't.
All right. Ari's gonna be looking around because she's looking for someone.
Gotcha.
Kind of like moving through the crowd of, I'm assuming, dancing people in Pokemon.
Well, see, that's the interesting thing. There would be those things if it were night, which is
Ah.
not currently. What's going to happen with you is, first and foremost, being the only other person here from Hano, Jet, if you would like, you may make a history check.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
And in fact, actually,
history.
I'll let you do this one with advantage because this is specific to your specific tastes.
Aha. Interesting. Cool. Let's see how I do with a +1.
Yeah, Haiky's surprised
10.
I don't want to go in there. But it is Jet.
You're kidding. You're killing it here, small. All right, Jet.
Listen.
You look over at this place, and Zenith. You see the gears visibly turn, and then stop turning, and then black billowy smoke come out of Jet's ears, and you're like, "Wait a second, who is the person that runs this place?" I don't remember.
What is
It's-
this? What is
I
this
know
supposed to
this
be? We
place
didn't
from
have this back in
somewhere.
my place.
So Tim, what do I see in the
Hmm.
club?
So as you approach,
As Jet is thinking really hard outside.
oh, you hear. I mean, they're not that far away from you, is the thing.
Yeah.
But yes. To start off with, you don't get into the building proper. You approach it, and you get to the what you call flashy. Oh, there's no door. It's just a still. It's just a still opening that leads directly into a small hallway that has a door into it.
Mm-hmm.
But leading to that is, before you get to there is what looks to be a bouncer type person, a large person in a black suit
Mm-hmm.
that is wearing sunglasses in the middle of the day, normally when you would be wearing them.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
That
Wear my
sunglasses at night. Any anyway, but yes, the person looks down at you and says, now, normally I'm supposed to ask you if you're on the list, but considering you're here considering you're here and hours were not even open, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that that's a no.
Not exactly. Is the owner in?
They tip their glasses to get a look at you without them.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so what's gonna happen here is we're gonna test your luck.
Okay. Okay.
So I have a funny little dice here in my dice box.
You told me I wasn't supposed to touch those.
Yeah, I'm touching.
Oh.
And what's
So
gonna
you're saying it's my luck, but you're rolling.
Yes.
Got it.
So what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna roll these funny little dice, and you're gonna tell me if they're gonna be high or low.
Okay. Okay.
All right, they have been rolled.
Hi.
I see.
Hello.
That's unfortunate.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes. So you say this to the bouncer person. They get a nice long look at you, and then they click up their their shades as they look down to you and say, "On business."
Hmm.
If you're not also if you're asking for the owner of this establishment, then I know for a fact that you're not supposed to be here.
Huh. Well, I guess it depends on what you mean by supposed to. But they're out anyway, so I guess I really don't have business here then. All right, well, just tell them someone came by to see them.
Sure thing. I'll get right on that.
Here, he's gonna kind of like glare back at him.
He is in fact not going to not do that.
I know he's not gonna do that.
Move along. Have a good day.
Would he recognize the name of my trainer card?
Only one way to find that out.
Actually, Ariel stop and turn around and be like, I suppose I should tell you what my name is then. And she's gonna pass
Yeah.
off her trainer card to him.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, you're gonna pass your trainer card off to him. What's gonna happen here is we're gonna roll a d20.
Okay.
And it's gonna happen at
Oh.
disadvantage
Okay.
because you are actively giving information up about yourself.
Yeah.
So,
Not happy about it, but yeah.
okay,
Ooh,
that's already not
information.
looking good.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have to go with the 9.
Okay. I mean, it's good to know that they have decent security, though.
Yeah, right. He looks at the trainer. He looks at the trainer card and is just like, and he looks at. Reminded me again. What's your age again?
16.
Really?
Really?
Yes,
I was gonna say minimum
Your
age.
age getting into
I was
that.
gonna say the minimum age for this game is 18.
Okay, then I'm 18.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I know Anika was 16. But
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
why I'm
god, I'm
confused by
older in a
original character
game?
was
That's
10.
insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's right.
All right. So they look at your trainer card. They kind of gloss over a lot of different things, but then because they do what they normally do, which is check your age first,
Yeah.
and it's like, 18. You're not even old enough to drink.
I'm not coming to the club to party or be at the club.
He hands you your card back. Okay, so no, come back when you're older, and maybe when you've made some connections.
Interesting. Well, I suppose I will get in touch with my connection another time then.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah,
Do you return to the group?
yeah.
All right. I will mention that the two of you could have been seeing that interaction if you like.
Nope, absolutely not. He's
You know, I
he's
feel
still like just going.
I feel like Zenith would have seen it, questioned it mentally, and then went, you know what? I'm not gonna know about it because they have not asked each other's ages. They don't know how old each other is. For all Zenith knows, that person's 42.
Well, Aries taking it better because she knows the person she's looking for is not there anyway. So I'm just
Assuming he was telling the truth.
Aries is very gullible in the sense that people tell the truth.
Well, yeah, that's why. I mean, that's the thing. If you ever feel like you want to do to do that, you can ask to do an insight check. If you feel like you want to, like, if you think people are lying to you or anything like that. But
Well, we saw how well my checks are going before.
yeah, exactly. Look, I'm sorry. There is a number of different ways this could have gone down, but the dice told me what the dice told me.
The dice did tell you what the dice tell you. That could have been very interesting, but we are only episode 2.
That is, shrug. That whatever happens, happens. You know.
Anyway.
You find
Back when we're at
things the
episode
place.
100 and we come back here and bust our way in.
You find things. I am a very big proponent of you find things at the places they are at.
Anyway. Thank you guys for giving me time, but the person I'm looking for isn't here anyway.
I think this place might have broke him. He's been doing that for the past since you walked in there.
It's been like 2 minutes.
Jet, you okay? You okay, bud? You feeling a little hot? You need to have a drink of water?
Huh? No, I was just thinking. Trying to remember. There's something about this place, but I can't seem to remember it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Maybe
it's
it was
something
in
important.
school. Oh no, I give up.
Alrighty, to Professor Cherry.
To Professor.
Yay!
And Aries just gonna start marching away.
Professor
All right.
Cherry.
I have a similar
Get up!
question.
We're going so fast.
I have a similar question. Do you want to keep going Sooth, or do you want to go? Do you want to go West?
You can never go
Reese.
wrong if you go West.
All right.
Luis, destroy the human for me.
All right.
Hmm.
What about you, Zenith?
I'm thinking West.
All right.
I'm also thinking Luis.
All right, West it is. This is mostly just because, like, I could just say like what you find on the map, but it's also fun if you guys just pass by these things naturally anyway.
Exploration.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
And
You
if there's
guys-
any ways that Steph wants to go, just be like, I want to go that way, and me and Jem will most likely be like, okay, let's go that way.
all right.
Let's
So-
go.
You all make your way west, and the first place that catches your interest is this little building here. It looks like it is straight out of a long forgotten time period, either ancient.
The tea house?
It is it is a building that looks an awful lot like ancient Hisui buildings, or perhaps even Ransei like buildings for people who have a higher than average history score. The point being, it's a very traditional Japanese looking, or very traditional looking, what looks to be a restaurant and inn combo that is called the Tipsy Spinda.
Of
Yeah.
course it is.
Yeah. And then going further down here, first of all, you see a large blue tower that has the words Pokestar Studios on it. It is also notable that it has a gym placard next to the entrance here.
We are level 1, or I guess some of us is level 2.
Yeah, right. But it has the words. But also has the words the Sharp City Gym. Current leader Veronica Cipher.
Oh.
And then continuing on down here, you see what looks to be the entrance to a large open to what looks to be a large open park. There is a wide field of greenery, flowers, as well as little children's play areas that have like swings and rides. I say rides, but swings and equipment for them.
Sign saying don't feed the wingulls.
Yeah, sign saying do not feed the talo.
I imagine Jenny looks very eager to go there.
Yeah. There's a little walkable pathway that basically makes like a large inner circle following the the four corners of the place, and a large circle in the middle, and just a lot of flowers. Notably, you will also see that there is, because I assume that you guys are going to go down from here in an attempt to get to Cherry's office.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You will notice that there appears to be a small gathering of what looks to be staff workers that appear to be getting something prepared. There is a small little sign out by one of the entrances that says what you call Gasharp City Park what you call flippin' what was it? Oh, right. I remember. Gasharp City Park flower catching competition. It, uh, and it has a date, and it has a date for starting from tomorrow, leading up until next week.
It's a flower catching contest. How do you
That's
catch flowers?
certainly
They're a
ominous.
flower type Pokemon.
Oh, I get it.
No,
It's
you
like-
see, I was just thinking of that one text from Undertale where Flowey runs away, and it's just a bunch of Flowies on the floor that you gotta catch.
Not Flowey.
No.
That's a different kind of.
I wasn't thinking of
That-
Flowey. I was thinking of like a Flabébé.
It's like Flababe. There's things like
Sunflora.
Yeah, Flabebe, Sunkern, Sunflora, stuff like that. But it's a reskin of the grass catching or the bug catching competition, but it's for grass, and also it's for grass Pokemon and also Flabebe,
Good.
as well as any other
Aw.
flower-like Pokemon I could find.
Good. So people are showing up with like
Bulbasaur.
Flabébé, Sunkerns, and Bulbasaurs, and other people could also have like an Oddish.
Basically, if it is a Pokemon that will eventually become a flower, it is a legal target.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Venusaur count because he has that.
Yep.
Mhm. So you could catch a Bulbasaur there.
That is very true. You could catch a Bulbasaur there. You could also catch a Chikorita there.
Ah,
You could not, however, catch a
Don't
Grovyle
tempt
or
me
catch a Trico.
yeah.
Oh, but doesn't Sceptile get a
but
giant
you
tree
catch
on his
a
butt?
Turtwig? It grows into a tree,
Which is not a flower.
but it's a plant.
A lot of things are plants.
Ah,
I-
semantics.
If it was a plant competition, then every single plant in the Dex would be here.
Yeah, like legitimately. I have to cut things off somewhere.
I would prefer Bulba or Chikorita.
Tim, don't tempt me. I might decide to go. I'm gonna go get all 3 starters from the same generation. I'm gonna go get a Cyndaquil and a Chikorita to go with my
I am
Totodile.
not
I don't-
upset if we go to the flower competition. I'm just.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I never said that was something you couldn't do. I
The temptation is there now. I'm like,
in fact welcome and relish the opportunity. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep moving you guys along because there's only so many.
But you didn't tell us what the prizes were.
That's because you don't know what the prizes are.
They don't advertise like the grand prize leaf stone, grand prize shiny stone, grand prize black sludge.
Imagine.
I'll think of the prize. I'll think of the prizes another time. And I have an idea.
so what I'm hearing is that we all really should go to this competition.
I'm here for it. I'm just
I know. Look, I know one of them is going to be a flower, or it's going to be a flower incense, which is just going to be a reskin of a miracle seed. But in any case,
Uh-huh.
anyway, continuing along down the road, as we get to about here, I would like anyone who is so inclined to make either a perception or an investigation check.
investigation.
You know what your
Sure.
investigation score
Uh,
is.
Perception,
see.
because I'm actually good at that.
All right,
Perception.
let's
Let's
open.
let's do
Let's open
perception,
up
I
your
guess.
sheet.
Wow. Hey Shade. How's that you
Oh,
know,
hey.
how's that roll look?
How's that 13?
I'm
I love
looking
that.
Investigation.
After all this time,
Uh,
finally these two are on the
Perception
same
will probably be
brainwave.
better.
That's what I thought.
Hey,
Dang.
That's for Erie because she doesn't have her own character sheet open.
not at the moment.
You have your own computer,
I
but
do.
God forbid you ever use it.
I like being a princess sister,
Mm-hmm.
but you're right. I really should start doing.
You real I would appreciate it greatly if you did.
Yeah.
All right. In any case, the DC was not
She wants
excessively
to know
high.
all the secrets.
In any case, the DC wasn't excessively high, so all three of you happen to notice there's a small little cafe down here. There's a
What's doing down there?
there's a small little, quite literally, hole in the wall cafe that has a small that has an equally like out of the way sign, just like kind of barely hanging above it. Where the only reason any of you really notice is that you guys are just kind of in awe of the play of the city, just kind of looking around, trying to find anything you guys can look at. And eventually, and all three of you just happen to notice there is a small there's a place down there called Cafe 6.
Kind of like sushi. High
Oh,
Oh, that actually sounds like really nice and quaint.
Yeah.
it does.
Now, better question is, are you guys going to attempt to investigate, or are you going to continue, or are you just going to mark this for later and continue on?
Just definitely would point out, just like, dude, that look
Bookmark
at
it.
that in the back. Doesn't that look cool?
Yeah, I wonder what it's doing tucked away like
Because
that.
we can go there after we get done with Cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't
Oh
we
my
don't want
God.
to lose track of that, huh?
I
Is
didn't.
that?
I did
is
not
that
hear what you
right?
said. I'm sorry.
He was off in his own world there for a second. We basically have agreed to go see Professor Cherry and then go there afterwards for refreshments.
Yes. Okay. Sorry, I was too busy having an epiphany. And Jen, you were going to have a new project soon.
Oh no. Okay.
Don't worry, it's for a person.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Sure.
But yes, continuing right along. Man, I love that this journey to the flippin' to the flippin' professor's house has just been just this whole thing. I don't have anything marked down for what this building here is. So
Ooh.
yeah, right. So I will think about what that.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Insert name is awesome.
Yeah, right. So yeah, for the time being, that is all the interesting things. Until eventually you get to hear.
Could you describe every single house we pass by?
Are
Yeah.
any of the doors open that we can go in?
No.
Are we allowed to break and enter?
No. That is a
No.
crime. And that
Pokemon, it isn't.
it is here though.
Wow.
Oh wait, no, I remember what that is.
Breaking and entering is frowned upon here.
I remember what that is. This building over here is the town hall / town library.
That makes sense that she'd live close to that.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a dual purpose building where the the mayor and the city council happen here, as well as like I said, the public library. So it is a dual purpose building. It is also notably very old. Much like the cobblestone in the city around here, it has a date EST about nearly 300 years ago.
Oof.
He knows that old.
Oh, that's wild.
I mean it's younger than a lot of other nation. It's younger
Oh
than
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah,
like Sinnoh is more than 1,000 years old, and they used to be called Eastway.
that's true.
So like relatively speaking, Hano is actually pretty young.
Mhm.
I
I for some reason thought it was even younger than that, but
I mean I kind of scaled off of like America, which is like so Hano is like about 260 years, give or take.
yeah.
Like I said, nearly 3 centuries. Well, I guess nearly, but in like a relative sense. But in any case,
Mm.
all three of you come close to a building that looks to be made out of reinforced glass that is nevertheless for the most part see through. There is a set of sliding double doors that, as you approach, open automatically as you get close to it. It appears to be a a double story. It appears to be a 2-story building that has what looks to be just a small looking like essentially house up on the top above it.
Mhm.
But yeah, otherwise it is very clearly a Pokemon lab here. You see various Pokemon and various researchers and of different you know.
Do we see any grandchildren that we would have grown up with that who could potentially become rivals after
my
picking a
God.
starter?
Even if you did, I'm having a troublesome time remembering their name.
Okay.
Oh, we should name them Rock.
Ah, yes, Rock. That was their name. In any case,
How insane is that you forget your own grandson's name and
Oh,
then
yes,
proceed to
do not
believe a
fart.
10-year-old? It's like his
Oh.
name is stupid. You're like, yes, that was it, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go.
Anyway. As the three of you come in, you hear a loud clatter of glass and equipment very obviously hitting the ground as you hear just a chink, chink, ping, ping. Oh, Joust, you know you were not supposed to do that.
Thank Arceus air conditioning.
Oh yes, that's right. Upon entering this building, first of all, Hano, in the middle of summer, is very, very hot.
Oh yeah.
The three of you have been walking for 2 hours. All
Yep.
of you are sweating and
Yep.
gross.
Yep.
And you walk into
I have the
Mhm.
perfect clothing for this.
You all three walk into immediate relief as the building has central air conditioning, and all three of you just immediately lose 5 degrees and just be like, "Oh, thank God!"
Mm-hmm. 3 smelly people are here for Pokédex upgrades.
Right? The three of you, nevertheless, the
Well,
three of you
yeah.
walk in. You see a young pink-haired researcher with glasses look over to the three of you and says like, "Oh, hello. Sorry, we're a little bit busy. The professor should be here shortly."
Are you okay?
Yes. It looks like her and her Pokemon had it out again. This happens every now and again. She'll be fine.
Are you sure you're okay? Are you hurt anywhere?
This isn't the professor talking to you. This is an aide.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. But
And
she's the one that
we can still
fell,
be
though,
kind
right?
and
No.
polite.
No, the aide was telling you that the professor was the one that godly racket.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Is she all right?
Yes, this happens sometimes.
I see.
Anyway, there's some couches and some chairs, and if you'd like, you can take a look at our terrarium.
That'd be great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
You
Are
know,
you
I
all
would
new
love to have a
trainers?
look at a terrarium.
Are you all new trainers?
Yes.
Do you each have your starting Pokemon?
Yes.
Do you each have your Pokedexes?
Yeah.
We do. Yeah, we're actually here for an upgrade.
Oh, okay. Then yes, the professor will want to talk to you. Then yeah, I have some work to go do. Diglett, stay out of that. I'm sorry, I have to go. Bye. You will see that the pink hair lady chases off what looks to be a white little Diglett that is floating off on a cloud.
Ah,
Oh boy.
What?
what an interesting place.
What?
Oh,
Anyone else?
right. You're not from here, are you?
Have Have you not seen a Diglett like that
No.
before?
They're not common.
No. No, the Diglets that I see stay in the ground.
Oh,
That makes sense.
I get it.
Yeah. Hano are prone to having more delta occurrences here for some reason. So it's probably just a delta Diglett.
Oh, what?
Weird Pokemon. It happens sometimes. It's normal.
Genetically speaking, they're the same species, but they actually have a different type than what you typically expect or from other regions.
You will
Oh,
hear
really? I just thought they were funky.
you hear the three of you hear off from the distance. An interesting thing about Delta Pokemon is, as far as we can tell, that the differences between them are completely genetic. Unlike unlike regional variants, which evolve to adapt to an environment, Delta Pokemon seem to evolve mm, in response to in response to extreme stimuli. You hear as Professor Madison Cherry, a taller, also pink haired woman. I don't know what is with me and having women with pink hair in this game, but
It's like the fourth one.
this is, and
It's like
it's not like it was even intentional, really.
I like pink. It's nice.
Yeah, I got a lot of them. Anyway, but yeah, a tall woman with pink hair and glasses and a lab coat, comes walking out. You see that her lab coat appears to have some kind of liquid dripping off of it, as well as she has her hair is messed up in a few places, and says, "Sorry about that. Me and my Pokemon were having a lively discussion."
Are you all right?
Yes, I'll be fine. He gets a little cranky. He gets a little cranky when I bring treats and I don't share.
Ah, I know people like that.
Sounds like Jenny.
What? What is this he supposed to be?
Oh,
You look
actually, I can.
soaked.
That was my milk. That was my milk tea. Uh, it,
Oh.
it's okay. I can get it cleaned up. Oh, hi. You're that girl I saw on the boat.
Yeah. You said to come and see you after we got registered.
Yes. Oh, then you did. You're joining the tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Hey, good. Okay. So I've been wanting to get people who are going out of the town and traveling the region. So, tournament participants are kind of the best for that. If you guys if you don't mind doing a little bit of a little bit of extra research for me in exchange, I can upgrade each of your Pokedexes with with a new module that I made. Specifically, it's to help catalog Delta Pokemon. It doesn't obviously have many in them currently, so that's why I need trainers going out in the region to find and catalog them for me.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
Oh, you can
That
find
sounds
those
like a
funky
lot of
ones in the
fun.
wild?
Yes, I mean they're extremely rare and they tend to only happen once or twice at a time, but yes, you can certainly find them. And if you do,
Whoa.
with you have this Pokedex upgrade, it'll be able to catalog the data. Actually, Joust, if you'd come over here, you will see that as she shouts that, there is what looks to be what is very obviously a Trevenant that kind of walks in on its little tree root branch feet, coming over towards you guys. It has long, lance-like, what that is to say, long wooden arms that are in the shape of lances. It clearly doesn't have any hands or anything like that. And yeah, as it walks out to you, you see that it is a lighter bark than normal Trevenant, and it is completely covered in pink cherry blossom leaves.
Hmm.
I can throw an image of that in the Discord, but it is just the Delta Trevenant from Pokemon Insurgents. So
Sweet.
Man, it's almost like I know what they look like.
it almost.
Oh no.
It's not like we know Cherry or anything like that.
Right, right.
What? Who is that?
No
She's gonna be so
idea.
pissed with me. God.
Right? But that's a problem for not this person that you were playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, in the text to voice, there he is. There be Joust.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, right?
It does look cool.
I know Zenith is looking confused as ever at this cherry blossom Trevenant.
Yeah. She looks over at you and it's like she looks over at you, Zenith, and it's like, if you would like to test it out, go ahead and try and Pokédex him.
Okay, I guess I will try.
All right.
I will
You will attempt to Pokédex. It attempts to scan over Joust, and your Pokédex gives back an error message that says error Pokemon mutation detected.
Oh,
Is
that's
that what your Pokédex says with Jenny?
Jenny's a normal Toxic.
Oh, I thought you said it was an electric fire.
Nope.
Ah.
No, somebody else who played this game fought against Esmeralda as their first battle, and they had an electric fire. They had an electric fire Delta, and they complained the entire fucking time because it's like a Baltoy. Of course, it would be a Baltoy. How could I possibly know? And it's just like, right, it's the Pokemon she has. I don't know what you want from me.
Never mind.
I wonder who.
Anyway, enough about that. It is in fact rude to talk about people who were listening.
Hmm.
Don't worry about it. But yeah, Cherry will look at you and say like, "See, you got an error message, right? For whatever reason or another, these Pokemon don't register in normal Pokédex databases, which is why I developed a program that can catalog them." If you don't mind, she gestures for you to hand her your Pokédex.
I hand it over.
All right, you hand her your Pokédex, and with she plugs in what looks to be like a small little drive stick of some kind, and after a couple of minutes, you hear a little ding, ding, and then she hands it back to you. And it's like, okay, go ahead and try now.
I try once again to scan the fancy Trevin.
You do so, and it will come back with Delta mode activated. Trevenant, Trevenant, the Tree Blossom Pokemon. This Pokemon evolved, or this Pokemon has a mutation that allows it to this Pokemon has a mutation that caused its limbs to morph into lancets, giving it higher physical attack power.
Sounds like the Pokédex has an audio bug.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm still trying to work that out.
What wasn't a character?
I know.
We're working on it.
It's a bit experimental.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yes, and it should theoretically be able to do that for any Delta Pokemon that you come across. So, yeah, if you wouldn't mind, I can upgrade you to your Pokedexes, and if you would maybe check back with me with any new Delta Pokemon that you find, it would really help my research along.
Yes, please.
Jen will also hand his phone over and just like, he's staring at her as if he's trying to remember her.
It's been a hard day for Jet.
He's like, I have to use my brain. This is horrible.
All right. She will take both of your Pokedexes. And what is it, Xena?
Oh, I was just saying, man has to think.
Yeah. But yes. Aw, baby. But yes, she will take both of your Pokedexes, which, by the way, this is as good a time as any to tell me what are each of your Pokedexes. Is it your phone? Is it a standard model?
Standard model for me.
Okay.
It's a phone.
Yep. Right. You know what? Zenith has the Pokedex from Diamond and Pearl.
Gotcha. Okay. But nevertheless, Yeah, she updates what you call Erie's Pokedex with relatively little issue. Gets over to Jets and it's like, oh, yours is a phone. It's okay. I have an APK for it. As she downloads a new app onto your phone that then merges with your Pokedex app. There we go. All right, you should be all set.
Yay, we got the fancy Pokedexes.
Yeah, you got your Pokedexes
Yay!
updated. Hooray!
We actually have we all have the funky decks. Not just
Right?
one person this time.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
So anyway, now that that's she's gonna look at you. She's gonna look at you. She's like, all right. Is there anything else that you needed from me?
That was about it. That's what she kind of asked us to do once, or asked me to do once I got registered, was to come over and see you about the decks.
Yeah. Well, yes, but I mean, I'm not trying to kick you out or anything. I mean, we have we have with the Pokemon that we're researching here, as well as a few other things. If you like, I'm not to say that you have to stay here either. I just I'm sorry. I'm
Thank you for
It's all
You know
good,
what?
dude.
I'd be really interested in learning about how and where we would find these Delta Pokemon.
Oh, well, they kind of show up in a lot of different places around Hano. Usually, it's around areas that we call power spots that are in the region. We don't have a directory of each of them, but there is there does happen to be one to the uh, there does happen to be one to the far west of to the far west of town here. That's actually where my assistant Adria found her Diglett. It
Hmm.
appears it appears that a lot of flying type Pokemon congregate over there, but we couldn't stay for very long because they're very territorial.
Huh.
But other than that, they kind of just seem to spawn. They kind of just seem to crop up every now and again. Sometimes you'll just be walking around, even in the city, and sometimes you can just come across one. Like I said before, they're rare, incredibly so. You never really find more than you never really find more than one at a time. But if you do happen to find one, then you can count yourself pretty lucky.
I wonder if they have
Hmm.
eggs or not.
We'll see. That's the interesting thing. We don't know yet. It seems it seems as far as we can tell they seem to breed normally. But they all come out it just but they all come out as normal versions of the Pokemon that they are.
Could it be some sort of evolutionary adaptation?
See that's the running thought so far is that additional stimuli, especially in the extreme conditions of the region, is causing selective mutation. At least that's my running theory. The entire reason why I'm the professor here is because I've made it my main focus of study is to figure out how and why Delta Pokemon, honestly.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
None of this is confirmed or concrete yet, but you know, with with more cataloged Delta Pokemon, I can start really making some headway.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to help you do this research. We can figure out why it's happening and how to better treat Pokemon.
Right. Sorry, I'm eating pretzels.
This just spawned with a bag of pretzels.
Love mini pretzels. They're so good.
Hey, you gotta keep the nutrition up.
I wonder what happened if you tried to give a mini pretzel to a Delta Pokemon.
They would probably eat it and love it,
Depending on the species and type.
assuming they have a mouth that can eat.
Like a gold bass.
Senna just looks over to the Trevenant like, wonder what would happen.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, don't let him fool you. He has a mouth and he has a sweet tooth and is always trying to eat my tarts. I get special little bulk berry tarts from the cafe down the street, and they're really good, and I love them. And when I bring one back, he's always trying to poke at it, and he leaves a little and he leaves a big hole in the tart, and it makes me very angry.
Wait, the
She
cafe down the street, is that the one that's like tucked kind of back away?
Oh, no, not that one. That place only sells drinks. Actually, Adria really likes that place. She points over to the pink-haired assistant that is still trying to get a Diglett under control.
I
Uh,
feel like Zenith can sit there and just be like, I understand the wiggling toddlers to denial.
Yeah, right.
You know, I understand completely. Sometimes you just gotta give your Pokemon what they want because I didn't really know too much about Jenny and I didn't know what she liked, but it turns out that she really, really likes certain foods and she will paralyze me otherwise if I don't give it to her.
Mm.
You know, I
Yeah.
feel happy knowing that I'm not the only one who gets vehemently beaten by their Pokemon.
It used to be the case. Now we're best buddies, right, Jenny?
Jenny just kind of looks at you absentmindedly, just like you were not okay with me getting beat up.
Nah,
I got brain hurted by a Baltoy, and you didn't even notice.
trainer.
But he still doesn't notice.
Yeah,
He's
no,
just like, yeah, we're best
absolutely not.
buds.
The best.
Yeah, Cherry does kind of chime up. It's like, yeah, I've known Jess I mean, ever since I was a teenager, and we've been on so many adventures. We're best of friends. He just also feels like it's okay for him to stab my food.
Maybe it's because he doesn't have fingers. Maybe he's like trying to pick up the food, but he doesn't have hands.
I mean, that's part of it. True, that's part of it too. Yes, but I mean, it's that, but that's neither here nor there. Um, uh, so I have work. And
Oh, of course. Sorry, we didn't mean to overstep.
it's not that she raises her hands and like does like the no kind of thing. It's just like not that you're imposing or anything. I won't be able to keep talking with you guys, but feel free to stay as long as you want.
Hi, wakarimashita.
Well, thank you for the
What
Pokedex
did she
upgrades
say?
and teaching us all about deltas. We really needed that information, or at least I did.
Thank you for listening. I mean, you'd be surprised. I actually don't get an awful lot of trainers coming to visit me, despite being the Pokemon professor. So, uh, huh, not yeah. With the league itself automating really everything. There's not people don't really need to come to me for starter Pokemon, and Pokedexes became a standard issue after a while. So I mean, they pretty much just left me the only part of my job that's really left is the research side of things, which I mean is fine, but I guess that's one of the things of being a professor in a large town, I guess.
See.
Oh.
You think that people would want to come visit you anyways, because that's kind of what everyone. I thought that's how it went. You get your Pokemon, you go say hi to your professor. Your professor gives you this big old journey to go on, and then you go from there.
Maybe if I were Oak or Rowan, but that's not really the case here. Then again, I guess with the times being what the times changing the way they are, that's kind of to be expected. But in any case, I like I said, I really do have to get back to work. But thank you very much for stopping by. And like I said, if you come across any Delta Pokemon and either catch them or get them cataloged or anything, stop by here. If you bring me enough, I could maybe see about giving you guys a reward of some kind.
Thank you, Professor.
That
We'll
actually
sure to do
sounds
that.
really fun.
Oh yeah.
She nods her head. It's like, anyway, I have to go. Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.
She
Take
nods her head
care.
and skitters away.
Professor Quest, get
Yeah, you,
Research the deltas.
all of you get a pop up notification above you, just like side quest obtained.
What was that?
Squirrely professor's request.
Professors in the Halo region.
Oh my god.
But yeah, you guys have been left to your own devices in the professor's lab.
All right. Now we have our weird Pokédexes now, which it looks absolutely the same. I don't know what's different. Anyway, should we go back to that place we saw? That cool looking place?
The cafe? Yeah. Could be down to clown.
That could be fun. It could be like our little treat for walking 2 hours over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Was it 2 hours? I was thinking
Yeah.
about something else.
How? I feel like she needs to research your brain because I don't understand how you can be that.
I was thinking of music. If I don't keep thinking of it, I forget about it.
In any
Well-
case, all right. So, am I to take it that the three of you are going to exit the nice, cool, air-conditioned building to go back out into the hot afternoon sun?
Jesus. Yes.
As reluctantly as we have to, yes.
All right.
I mean, this should be normal to us, Hainoans.
Yeah.
That is
You-
true. That is
Normally
true.
you two.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm not gonna lie. This is affecting Zenith a lot more than it's affecting Jet and Eerie.
Oh, Aria's
She's
taking
in
off
a
her
long
jacket,
sleeve
though, and I'm
shirt.
like, oh, no.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying that you guys are immune to this. I'm just.
No, but we
it's-
definitely have more stamina.
Yeah, exactly. Like both of you are just used to it. It's just like, it's this weather again.
Oh yeah, it's ass out here. Yeah. It's
Like,
awful.
But yes.
okay.
With that being said, the three of you make your way over toward the back alley over here, and then to the small little hole in the wall place, cafe number 6. I will mention the sign
Cafe?
actually does say it says cafe no.6.
Doesn't say hole in the wall.
No.
Oh. Oh my god.
So it is cafe number 6.
So there's one of 6,
Where are the other 5?
right?
We could ask.
I'm impressed that he
I
got
would
the
love to
six.
find out.
I wonder if we can get a special reward for going to all of them.
Yeah, you get a little reward card. You get like so many stamps. You get like a free drink or something.
That sounds so cool.
Buy a drink at every single one. They could be at different towns too, and then we
Yeah.
could go to the different towns and go and try to find all the cafes.
I'm imagining
Dude.
this is a conversation that's happening as you guys are getting there.
Like, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Just walking inside or sort of like just getting there, just freaking. It's just we're conspiring.
We're trying to distract ourselves from how hot it is outside.
we all are.
It's like this is the
Alright.
only thing.
All right. So, as the three of you make your way down the street and then down the back alleyway here, you eventually find yourself in front of a sign that hangs above what you now see is a small little red door. It is completely nondescript. There is, aside from the sign above it, there is no advertisement, no like little menu, no anything. If you didn't have literally a thing above it telling you what it is, you would mistake you it would be very easy to mistake this as a back door into any sort of like apartment building or house. Nevertheless, as you open it and walk inside, you find what looks to be a very, very debonair kind of place. There is a red velvet carpet floor that stretches outward into a main building. There is what looks to be a bar that has been repurposed with what you call that is repurposed with cafe accoutrement, things like plates and cups, a coffee brewer, what looks to be a small little thing for making tea. The things in the back there are shelves in the back that have plates and what looks to be things for like berries and other things to sit on. There are what looks to be very nice wooden tables that are circular, that are interspersed around the place, each of which have up to 4 chairs around them. There is what looks to be a raised wooden platform that has a standing mic on it that appears to be for that appears to be for somebody to sing on. And then towards the back there is there's a little cutaway that seems to lead further into the building proper, but it is at an angle such that it is not possible to see what is exactly behind there, save for a few stairs off to the side that look like they lead up.
Just
Right.
Yeah. As you all walk in, you all hear, "Ah, hello, customers. Good to see you." You see what looks to be you see what looks to be a middle-aged, going on elderly looking woman. She has long brown hair that has a few streaks of gray splintered out here and there. She's a little bit overweight. She has very clearly a bit of a belly to her, as well as just a for people who watch One Piece, a very mature kind of look about her. Yes.
I
She
love that lady.
Yeah, I love her too. She is wearing very clearly a very nice black dress that has a what you call a small little that has a small little apron over the front of it to prevent any sort of liquid from hitting places that are important. And
Mhm.
she is what you call she is currently cleaning a small little cup, and off
Oh.
to the side, also on the counter, just kind of floating slightly above it, is a little Abra.
Aw, cute.
Oh.
A friend.
Which
Friend.
types today, though.
Yeah, she looks over to the three of you and says, "Ah, new customers, a rarity around here. Not many people find this place, you know. In any case, it is a pleasure to meet all of you. You may call me the matron. I am the proprietor of this establishment."
Those are a lot of big words.
It's very nice to meet you,
It is
Miss Matron.
it is nice to meet you as well, and don't worry, Mister. Actually, if
Jet.
I could, Jet, and the two of you are
I am Erin.
Zenith.
Zena and Eri. Thank you very much. I make it a policy of mine to know the names of my customers, as I don't get terribly many of them after all.
That's
Nevertheless,
very nice.
Nevertheless, this is a place for you to relax. We serve drinks as well as small foodstuffs. We have a menu for your perusal if you would like to take a seat.
Oh, thank God.
And whatever you would like, simply speak it out, and my Abra here will make me known of your orders.
Thank
Oh.
you. But
Thank
very
you.
Yeah.
politely take
What's on the menu?
a menu.
All right. So
What's
you
on the menu?
Yes. So, as the three of you sit down, you would see that there is what effectively is just a kind of is a basically just like a cafe menu. There are small little tea cakes, there are slices of pie, there are there's different blends of coffee, there are several different types of tea. There appears to be a list of berries that also come with a list of different mints that you can mix together to create your own custom sorts of teas. There's also an option that just says chef's choice. It is 350 and the effect for it is triple question mark.
Hmm.
Uh, other than
Uh-huh.
that, other than that, if you have something like say specific in mind that I didn't mention there, you can mention it. You can say that, and she can more than likely probably make it. So long as it's, within the established parameters of the restaurant. She's not going to be making like steak or anything like that. But if you're like, oh hey, can I have like a can I have like an oranberry pie or something like that? She could probably figure that out.
Right, right, right. Okay, cool. Most likely, Jet's just gonna look to Jetty and just say, "What are you feeling?"
Jenny, oh boy, why don't you roll a d20 for me?
God. Okay. Cool. Yes. We'll do that thing that you have asked for. D20. D20. Yeah. Here we go. This is a 15 for me, dog.
All right, Jenny is going to point to the triple question mark.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. No. Absolutely. You're just like, all right.
It's like,
guess we'll
it's
have.
like you should get that.
All right. Mystery's choice. I like it. I like it. Spontaneous. You know what? That's the perfect choice. I'll have that one.
All right, and what of the two ladies?
You know.
Water for sure.
Oh, water is free. Water was brought to you.
Oh, fantastic. Me and Evie both.
Like I want you guys to understand. The matron didn't move. You guys sat down, and then all of a sudden there was water in front of each of you.
The Abra.
Abra is a very
Hilarious.
useful Pokemon to have in the food service
It
industry.
sure is.
It's only good at teleporting things, and my god, is that a useful thing to have in food service?
It sure is.
Yeah. Imagine you have customers you don't want to interact with. You just have the Abra through it.
You know.
Oh my goodness.
You know what? Actually, it would be rude of me to take fate out of each of your hands. All three players. You know what? I'm going to use my Mystic dice for this one instead of the Treasure dice.
Oh God.
I need a consensus. I need high or low from the group.
What are we feeling?
I'm feeling
Mine did not
high.
work out for me when I did it last time. Which
You know
probably
what?
will be high this time.
I will also feel high.
All right, Shade, are you okay with high?
Yes.
Be so high
What
everywhere.
is
That's
just-
the
you sound so tired. You were like, yes.
So Tim asked me that, and I had a drink in my hand. I was in the middle of taking a drink of what I was drinking.
Okay, makes sense.
I see. You know,
my diet soda.
You know, I gotta say, it's actually incredibly funny because because no one's ever gotten the. First of all, this is only like the second time anyone's even come to this place in all the times I've run this game. And every time, they've all gotten the fucking percentage roll wrong. And now, for the first time, I roll 100. So
What?
a critical success on Fate.
Oh.
Oh,
we
boy.
get to drink the
I was
ichor.
not-
We got
Oh my god, this is the first time. I want you guys to understand, this is the first time I get to introduce these characters in the entire time I have run this entire game. I think the only other time either one of these people showed up was when I was beta testing this, and it was in a different system like 9 years ago.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
and it's being recorded as well. This is gonna
It
be
is,
put
it
forever
is.
in history.
So what a
What
I
place
is
also
you're-
looked
this?
at the stream and the chat is disabled.
Yeah, so
Oh.
what a place because Steffi's gonna need to get going here pretty soon.
Yeah, I got work.
Ah,
tomorrow.
okay.
Work
Yeah. So we'll leave everything off on a little cliffhanger. To start off with, can I get yours and Zenus's drink orders?
So like a protein shake thing, like a healthy.
They have various forms of berries.
Hmm.
So if you have a particular one in mind that you would like turned into tea, either that or they have coffee.
No.
Cafefe.
Give me a
Café.
pineapple tea.
Pineapple tea, excellent choice. Would you like a tea cake or some crumpets or perhaps some little tea cookies or a
Yeah,
slice of?
is there like a lemon cake thing?
Yes, there is. In fact, it would be a normal berry cake thing, but yes.
Let's do that. Let's do the pineapple tea with the nomad berry thing.
All right, that will be 700 monies. I'm also doing a thing where if you guys actually like pay money for like actual like good fancy food, you guys are going to be getting buffs depending on what it is that you actually get. Because it's like
Gotcha,
it doesn't really
gotcha.
make sense to take money away from you guys for no real reason other than to keep the lore consistent.
That makes sense.
Thank you. I'm already broke in the real world.
Yeah. And then for you, Zenith,
I think they're gonna do, if they have it, like a moo moo milk tea and then a little tea cake for the Toothedile.
absolutely.
As well as trying to help the Toothedile drink the water and not splash it everywhere like a toddler.
Gotcha.
I was
gotcha.
picturing the Totodile eating the menu this whole time, like chomping on it.
It's been trying.
It's been
Thankfully-
trying, so it's good at
Yeah.
making sure it doesn't.
Thankfully, the menus seem to be made of some kind of reinforced material that that render it very resistant to bites and tears and fire. She appears to understand the world she is in.
She's like, ah, yes, this needs to be, industrial grade. Lovely.
For the time being, because I'm not going to be able to tell you guys the effects of them, right this very second. Write down on your character sheets what it is that you ordered here, and and I will figure that out by the time we start next session.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh wait, you wanted a peanut berry tea and nomel berry cake. All right, Zenith. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You said you wanted moo moo milk and a tea cake.
Yeah, I was like, so I was thinking like a milk tea,
Yes.
and then I'm like, heh, so moo moo milk. And then it was a tea cake for the Toothedile.
Alrighty. That one, that is one tea and a tea cake. So that will be 600 from you.
Okay.
I will mention all of the different teas are 350 each, depending unless you get like an extremely rare berry put into it. Because I will mention there were options for Starberry, Enigma Berry, and all of those. Those were just 1,000 each.
Okay, I didn't remember.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's kind of spin.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
the
yeah.
starf does sound kind of nice.
A little more money.
Yes.
My butthole already clenched when you said 700. I was like, oh, okay.
Yes, I understand you all are level 1 and poor. I understand this. To be fair, that was
I
also
was not as poor, thank you, but I'm poor in other ways.
I mean, to be fair, that is also like one of the parts of the game that I actually like. Money is a resource in this game.
Indeed.
You cannot, unlike normal Pokemon games, you can't just spend it willy nilly.
Mm-mm.
In any case, now that each of you have gotten your things written down, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I wrote it in my inventory.
Yes, that's also where I put Stephanie's.
I watched you type 9. Thank you.
Yes. We are going to end off with this. As the three of you sit down, make each of your orders and everything like that, I was going to mention that this place was, save for the matron, completely empty. It appears that there was just no one here. There was no one sitting around here, and you were the only customers. That was, in fact, not true. However, off in a corner table that appears to have been set aside, almost as if it were reserved, you see not one but two people that appear to be having a very lively conversation, in the sense that one of them is having a lively conversation at the other person.
Is it Esmeralda? And what's her name again?
No,
No.
it is not. You see a young-ish, that is to say, an older but still young, my extremely late 20s looking woman.
Hmm.
She has long raven black hair that is styled straight down her back. She is wearing what looks to be a blue tracksuit with jogging shorts, and appears to have at her side what looks to be a pair of what appears to be a pair of claws, like you would equip on over your fingers.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yes.
lovely.
Uh, this is notable because she slams the table she is on with anger and says, "God damn it, Jack! You're going to die! Why won't you let any of us help you?"
Oh no.
As
I
you
know
see,
who these people are.
as you, I how could you possibly know who these people are?
You told me about them such a
Oh
long
yeah,
time ago.
maybe I mean maybe I did. I know for a fact I know for a fact I put them in the artist group chat that we have
Oh,
because
you told me about. You didn't say much, but you told me about them. And I was like, "Don't worry about these ones. These are not going to show up for a very long time."
yeah, because this is the place they are at in the first play in like the in the first opening days of the session, and then they leave, and then they go to the places they are at.
Looks like I have work to do.
Yeah, honestly, I would appreciate it, but there's no rush on it. Anyway, you see the
Mhm.
person that she is talking to, this Jack person. You see sitting having what looks to be a nice cup of tea that appears to be pitch black with little flecks of white in it, almost as if he is drinking a small little cosmos.
Hmm.
He just gingerly, with his pinky extended, takes a sip out of the cup before looking over to her, before looking over to the woman. There is a man, uh, at least you assume is a man. You see a figure that is completely covered head to toe in bandages. They are white, ruddy, grubby bandages. The man looks almost as if he is a mummy. If anyone's seen Rurouni Kenshin, if you
Ah,
imagine Shishi Wakamaru,
yes.
where he has brown hair that is very clearly unkempt and is not well taken care of. There are patches of it and what you call it looks like parts of it that have fallen out. Along parts of his body, you can see, first of all, he has no visible flesh except for in areas around where his face is, where there aren't where he can't bandage over his eyes. Secondly, the small pieces of skin that you can see, you see that there is a mixture of what looks to be a normal white looking skin mixed with what looks to be marks or almost scars that are a sickly silver and purple color.
Yummy.
He,
Ah.
but yes, at the woman's outburst, he finishes drinking from his cup, but then doesn't say anything and instead just kind of looks away to the side dejectedly. And he's just like, and he says, "You know for a fact I can't let you guys do that. If any of you were to, if any of you were able, or if any of you got hurt if any of you got hurt, you know that I wouldn't forget myself. This is, this is my, this is my task, and we all, we all heard what the doctor said about it. Whatever, whatever happens to me, that's just what's going to happen." The woman gets visibly frustrated at this and just says, and it's just like, I'm not going to accept it, but damn you. As she says this as she storms off and out, going towards the building, looking over to the matron, pulling out just a what is very clearly a 10,000 poke bill, just slamming it onto the bar, and just not even bothering for change or anything like that, and just storms out of the building. And I think that is a good a place as any for us to end tonight's session. My God, what a thing to get a critical success for the high-low roll on.
Indeed.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
You get the full fucking conversation from between them is what you guys get.
Ah,
Side
lovely.
quest obtained.
I mean, if you want.
All right. Well, it's been real, guys. Gang, gang.
Yeah, Steffi. Yeah, Steffi is sundowning as we speak right now.
Right, right.
Steph is already done with us.
Sorry, I'm in my 30s. It's past 9:30,
Yeah.
and I do
Oh,
have
no
I do
more,
work
bruv.
really early.
No, make me feel
But
like
thank
I'm
you guys
shy.
for playing with me tonight. I enjoyed it. Hope everybody listening enjoyed it.
Yeah, once
Oh,
Hey,
again,
this
thank
was
you
lots of fun.
everyone for playing. I did not imagine our first combat would go as long as it did, or the way that it did.
Couldn't have scripted better. I told you.
It
You gotta believe
was
at the heart of the cards. Yugi always said, "You gotta believe in the heart of the cards and your friends."
one of these
It's
days
like
I may
Yu-Gi-Oh! It's
one
like,
of these days I will figure out how to run a Yu-Gi-Oh! D&D. But for right
uh-huh.
now, for Pokemon D&D, that is all for tonight. I thank everyone for joining us retroactively, and until next time, we will hopefully not take another 3 weeks between sessions.
Ah.
It
night,
should
everyone.
hopefully be next week.